it is perfectly fine to discipline your autistic child. Want to talk about it? Here you go. Hello, hello, hello. It is your dope autism mama, Miss P. I am back. It's been a couple of weeks and, I was fighting COVID and everything, and I'm starting to feel a little bit better. So I wanted to make sure that I got on here to be able to interact with you guys again. Thank you all so much for your prayers and just reaching out and just, just saying, hey, we hope that you feel better. That was a complete blessing. Thank you so much. So once again, welcome back to my channel, and I hope you like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully you guys will get anything and everything that you can out of this. I will always be transparent with you. I will always be open with you. So today I'm going to be talking about how when Serenity was younger, and we knew that regardless of autism, we wanted to make sure that her, as well as her little brother, but especially her, understood that autism disability does not mean that you could just get away with murder, and so this one I wrote about a long time ago. I blogged about it and I called it Serenity's Way or The Highway, putting my foot down on disciplining this thing. So here's a little bit of it. So Sylvester and I wanted to shield Serenity from every hurt, harm, or danger that came her way. To that end, we will always defend her autism-flavored behaviors, such as when she has her random fits. Serenity just can't really express how she is feeling or ask for what she wants in detail. So the frustration festers until she hits a boiling point in her mind. The aggravation does manifest, and then Serenity turns into someone totally outside of herself. When this happens, and it is more rare now, we let her go through the motions. People that are around and don't understand, we explain to them what's happening. But now, just like any other child at her age, at the time she was a 4-year-old toddler, Serenity was starting to show her tail, basically. And I didn't hesitate, to jump into action. Serenity may be autistic, but it didn't mean that I had to deal with her little toddler-sized antics, if you know what I mean. Sly and I both recognize when she is just misbehaving. And when that happened, we were all over that negative behavior like Dwight on Rice, trust. When we would tell her no, she wanted to slam a door. When it's time for bed and she didn't want to go, the word no just basically resonated like from her vocal cords, like a gospel artist, singing a high note and that could literally bring the church house down. Yes, ma'am. Little Miss Thing back in the day, she could definitely get beside herself. So how did I handle her little brand of off the wall? Well, I tried to find why she did it. I spoke sternly to her. I took her little favorite toy away for a few hours. And I would pop a tail. Yep, sure did. Prior to that, I remember back then, it was like a few days prior to that, she had decided that she wanted to run through the house after I had told her no. She yelled at me, ran off, and I caught up. Told her she's got one more time to fuss with me, popped her little tail, and sent her to her room. I sure did. She didn't like it. She protested, but she didn't come out of that room. She sure didn't. She even ended up taking a nap at that time. Sure did. And when she did, after she took her nap, after she got up, she was calm and she wanted to help me with the little chore that I was doing at that time. Listen, my good parents, I'm just here to tell you, don't be afraid to discipline these children. However you want to discipline them, as long as you're not hurting them, it is absolutely okay. They need to know that after everything is said and done, you do love them, but you will not tolerate the tomfoolery, basically. Serenity knew how to push the envelope, but she's not sealing any envelopes around here. She don't do it now. And, she is 15 years old now. And she still tries to push that envelope every now and then, but she definitely knows better. I just wanted to interject one more thing, though. Please do not forget to praise them for all the good and positive things that they do display. Serenity's negative behavior gets handled in our home. But you better believe that we are also her biggest cheering squad, basically. When she puts her bowl in the sink, when she used to put her bowl in the sink when she was a little girl, without being told, we would celebrate. Sure did. When she told us in her own way that she had the potty at the time. We high five, all the way around. When she picks up something that she made fall to the floor, she got the biggest hugs from us. That's what we did. And from that age all the way up till now, we still do those things, both with Serenity as well as Riley. Please remember this, though. What may work for normal toddlers, as far as discipline goes, may well be a moot point when it comes to your special needs youngin. They don't always understand why they have to be disciplined, which means you have to find out why they're acting up and keep at it, like literally keep at it. So do what works for you. Just be patient with them, and you will figure it out eventually. To this day, we're still figuring it out as they get older, as they mature more. I mean, we have a 12-year-old and a 15-year-old, both with autism, but they are both also little teenagers. And, we have to make sure that whatever's going on, we allow them to be able to express themselves, but with respect, so that we're not jumping the gun. And they both also know that, they have to respect mama and daddy, regardless of anything. In our home, once again, autism is major, but autism does not dictate the life that can be lived for them. And if you need some tips, and not quite sure which disciplinary route to take, there is actually a great article. It's called 7 Tips for Disciplining Children with Autism, and it's by Monique Simpson, and it's on the website called connecttherapy.com. So, go ahead and check that out. Once again, whatever works for you in your home, do it. We know that with autism, there are different highs, different lows. There's levels to it. And you have to be able to do what works in your home. I know that it might sound like, oh my God, how do I discipline a child with, a disability? It's not as easy as it sounds, but it can be done. At 15 years old, Serenity knows, you have chores, you have things that you're supposed to do, things that you need to do. You know what yes mom and no mom is. You know what yes dad and no dad is. Riley, the same way. Although, he's a little bit more of a work in progress, because between the autism as well as the ADHD, those things can clash. And he's a 12-year-old young man that's growing up, and he's trying to push the envelope like crazy right now himself. But thank God, both me and Dad are doing what we can to ensure that this house is run the way that it needs to be run, which also means that our kids are getting the discipline that they're supposed to have, as well as all the hugs and love that they deserve. So, with all of that being said, if you guys have any questions, if you have comments about what it is that I spoke about today about discipline, short, sweet, and to the point, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your comments. I would love to hear your stories on, the first time your autism savvy child showed her butt or showed his butt, and what it is that you had to do to remedy it, and what you guys are doing now to remedy it. I love you, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. Once again, this is your dope autism mama, Miss P. Thank you once again so much for coming onto the channel, and I will be seeing you guys in a few more days. Love you all. Bye.